Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Cheers. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Logan, how are you? James, how are you? So I'm doing one in the middle of the week because I was supposed to be in Sisaket, but getting the trailer ready, the steps the guy hadn't completed. I didn't know they they don't go up all the way. So anyway, he came over yesterday. Also fixed some stuff on the bracket that I made for the front of the trailer, or that they made to hold the generator. Uh, it impeded the wheel pivoted up the wheel on the front of the trailer, and so he fixed that last night. He's coming back today to fix the steps, and then I decided with my wife we were going to go. It's changed like 4 or 5 times, but I think Kenny and Sam Pitt are going to meet us over the weekend in Sisaket. We decided to go to Sisaket. I was going to go to out to Ubon, out by Ubon. There's a bunch of campgrounds out there, and as it stands now, I was going to go tomorrow, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till Saturday because my wife wants to go. So she's going to get up and actually drive her car. We'll drive out together Saturday morning. Um, and she'll stay Saturday night. She'll leave Sunday late afternoon, and then I don't know how long I'll stay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm just gonna enjoy myself and relax. So thanks for the memberships, guys. um, the Yeah, so it should be cool. She's gonna bring, excuse me, she's gonna bring Poncho and Heidi, and I'll try to get some bring. I'm gonna bring the drone. Um, and this is the same place that I burnt the crap out of my leg, spilt the hot water on myself. So we'll go out and try that again. But it should be fun. Should be a good time. So I don't even know. It's today what, Wednesday, I think, right? So well, I still got some stuff to do on the trailer. I went to start the generator. I hadn't started the generator in a while, and I didn't drain the bowl on the carburetor. So I went to start it yesterday or day before. Can't remember. And carburetor was full of shit. I had to pull the carburetor off, clean the carburetor, put it back on, hook up everything back up, and it started right up. So that's ready to go. I am going to put the 125 on the back. I've got a little over. I think that the when I asked about the tongue weight from the manufacturer, he said it was 200 as a stock trailer. So I think I've got it at 250 right now, I think is what it's at. So I'm going to check it one more time before I put it on there. So I'm going to roll that on there. I got to get the trailer registered. That was another thing that I never really thought of. And my wife took the paperwork with her today. Oh, what? Yeah, and I haven't been drinking coffee, but it's just that what is it called? I don't know how to pronounce it. That came with the coffee my wife bought me in the past. I'm only limited myself to one cup of coffee, and I stayed off drinking the coffee for a week and a half. I only started drinking it a couple of days ago, just one, and I'm down to 119.8. So almost let's see, 24, almost 4 kilos. So it's getting there. I got what 2 kilos, or when I hit the 118, it's only 1 kilo from now. Then I'll go back to the gym. But I do have a bunch more energy, um, just with that little bit of weight. I don't even know what is that. It's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 8 pounds. Um, Dave, what? Oh, that was okay. Asking me what name carburetor do you have in common? I'm still learning YouTube many years later. Yeah, and I went racing the other day. I still haven't found out. Did you find out anything, Logan, on does it matter what you're on if I'm on the computer version of that race that that program that you run. Have you checked out iRacing? It's pretty cool. I don't know how the other one is. It seems like it looks. I mean, I don't know. It's all state of the art shit to me. And wait till you try it with VR. It's freaking. It's awesome. You look around and it's pretty cool. So yeah. So I'll have the generator up there. Two deals of fresh water. Those brown jugs that I have. I don't know. I'm gonna guess they're about 5 gallons. And then two gas cans, although I only have one now. And I think I'll be right around 250, 300 pounds. So I should be good. So we'll see how it pulls there. It'll be pretty much its maiden voyage with that new suspension. I haven't really had it out. So I want to see how it pulls and all that. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Now I see on Facebook you're the happiest man on the earth that 7-Eleven has Reese's peanut butter cups here in Thailand. I never seen a man so excited over a piece of candy. Uh, hope you're well. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. So I'm going to be on the road Saturday. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do it Sunday or Monday. I'll do another one, and then I'll get back onto the Saturdays. So we'll see. Only one. I one of my favorites growing up too was Reese's peanut butter cups. That was like the big thing on Halloween when I was a kid. Boy, if you got a single, Reese's, people that were giving out that they were gods, but can't do that shit anymore, right? They still do that. I know with all the asshole lunatics out there running around. I know that I think the last time I checked into it, because I used to like doing that, giving it to the kids when I was older. But up where I lived, up above Bass Lake, up there, houses were far and few between. So what they did was you could bring, I forget what they did. My wife did it. You could bring candy down to the market. And in the market, they would come in and they would give out, all the kids knew to go to the market as a safe place, I guess. Crazy days, man. Why would you want to give perfectly good LSD to a little kid, when you could pop it yourself? Not that a couple of times I didn't like that. Cocaine in the 80s was probably the late 70s or mid 70s to I stopped in the 80s, early 80s. I stopped everything. But that was probably the drug of choice. They're that and crank. But it's really weird. I think I said this before. Friends that I know there, they said things flip flopped. When I was younger and doing drugs, you could get crank for nothing, 35, $50 a gram, and cocaine was 100, 120 a gram. And now I heard it's just the opposite, that crank is the 100 and something, and cocaine is 50. Not that anybody's probably interested. That's just what I heard. Hey, Paul, how you doing? No, nothing for us though, right? Time change only in the U.S. Didn't they? Haven't they been saying they're going to stop that for, I don't know, 100 years, or well before I was born? They've been talking about getting rid of daylight savings time, but I guess not, because Tommy's saying, "Hey, Tommy," saying on the 3rd. And when's the thing? When does Trump become president? The 6th? I just, I've never been a political guy. I just, I just, I don't know, Democrat, Republican. I didn't give a shit when I was growing up. It didn't matter to me. But so I can be pretty objective, looking at it, and seeing her and seeing Biden. Yeah, how he's still president, I'll never know. They're a bunch of idiots. This guy's got his finger on a button. He doesn't even know what day it is. And then her to say, "Oh no, he's fine." Still to this day, I wouldn't let her take care of my dog. Would I let Trump take care of my dog? Probably not either. But her, I wouldn't let take care of my dog. Is it only during non-election years? Is that what it is? Is it Tuesday, Jay? Is that when the thing is? Maybe I'll stay camping until Wednesday. Uh, I don't know, man. Like I said, I got. I'm going to say 95% of my friends are all for Trump, and then I've got one or two union guys, and they don't know what to say now because the Teamsters backed out and this union backed out. The one is the IEBW, the electric. Him and his family, they trace union back to the 1700s, whatever. You get my drift. And I was in the union, and that was for being. They wanted to turn our air conditioning company. We were the biggest non-union air conditioning company in Southern California, and I did the negotiations with the guy from the union, and being on the owners type end of it wasn't a good deal. But I'll tell you what, the operating engineers union that I did 6 years with put $25 an hour into my retirement. I got like an $1,800 retirement, and I only worked there 6 years. So being on that part of it was the working man part of it. It was fantastic. I couldn't see anything wrong with it. But even then you'd get stuff. We're not really telling you who to vote for, but this is what everybody here is voting for, and you would be really highly. We should think. I'm going brainwash someone else. I don't vote, so don't make a difference. And that was mainly why I didn't talk about stuff anyway, was because I felt I didn't vote, so I don't have anything to say. Hey, Mike, I got you on the other computer here with the Mike's running the thing on the Dodger game. And I grew up 10 miles from Dodger Stadium back in the day. Ron Say, that type stuff. Fernando, growing up in that Garvey, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I used to sit with my little transistor radio as a kid listening to the Dodger games. And to see if your ballot's been received. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? Hey, Jake, how you doing? But Mike's got, on his channel, he's got the little, in case you're in time. I don't know. I could probably get it and watch it, but I don't want to be bothered. That's the only time that I really watch anything anymore is football. If I can catch a playoff and the Super Bowl, and I didn't even watch any baseball. And I used to enjoy watching them every once in a while. Everybody's saying hi. But yeah, so that's the basic gist of it. And that's as far as that. I really think he's gonna probably win, unless they kill him first. There's a good chance. Me and a friend have been talking since the very beginning, before he even got shot at, that they're going to try to kill him. And now, that's the only, like he's saying, win big, then they can't rig, and that's pretty much what he has to do, man. Because they can fudge, little stuff here. They start getting into big chunks of crap. No, it ain't gonna fly. And so he knows he's just got to keep alive. And I see the guy just out constantly walking around, sticking his his head out all the time. So we'll see. But I think he probably will. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So the plan is, I had the trailer ready to go. I went my double steps that I bought. I had the guy put on it, and he told me, this is the tie thing. He must have told me it's not done. And okay, thank you. Thing was out. I never went to put it in. Put it in, it won't close. It's hidden where he put the leaf springs welded up. Obviously they're a little bit deeper. They open deeper. So he's going to come over this morning. He came over last night and did some stuff on another part of the trailer, and he's going to do that. If worst case scenario, if that doesn't work, he's going to put the one step back on. So my wife said she'd like to go and take the dogs. So we're going to actually leave. And I told Kenny and Sam Pitt, if they watch this or if he's there, I'll text him too, that we were going to be there, because I was going to change and go to Ubon. Sorry. So what we're going to do is she's going to follow me up there Saturday morning, and then spend Saturday night. She'll leave Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. And then I'll stay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as long as I want. I was out there in the trailer, did not plug it in, raining, overcast, shitty weather. Didn't spend the night in the trailer, but did leave the trailer air conditioner on at like 27 and one little fan on like I normally would do. And 3 days in, I was still at 35% on the batteries. So then the sun came out and started charging big time. So should be fine. I got the generator just in case something happens. So that's the plan. We're going to go to Sisaket. What she wants me to do is she wants me to leave the trailer in Ubon. And then if I want to go, and she showed me all these places, and it does for right now, except taking it to go to, maybe go to Craig's or whatever on the road, I'll make those trips. But leaving the trailer there, she was showing me all these awesome places right around Ubon. And if you saw the one video that I did, was the last one that actually, no, Toby went. It was the last trip that we made to Ubon with Toby. And we were on that little boat, like pontoon boat thing. It was awesome. Well, around there, I guess there's a bunch of reservoirs and lakes and rivers that you can camp right on. In fact, when we were coming down that river, we looked over and there was tents in an area that must have been a campground. So my wife said there's like 80 of them right around there. So said, why don't you leave it there? Then you can go there and, I'll feel better because my uncle will be within a half hour of wherever you're going to be, or an hour, and I'll feel better. And I said, all right. So that might be what I'm going to do. But yeah, the Ubon's pretty cool. It's bigger than a lot of people think. They think it's a tiny little deal. It's a pretty big place. I mean, it's got a McDonald's. I think it has a Burger King. I don't know. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, the karaoke party, which I'm constantly going, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. The only thing that we'll get the next time, we will do that again. I'll take the whole family and we'll go do it again. I'm going to get the up one size bigger boat, comes with a generator. And a lot of the people, to plug in your phones, charge your stuff, and stuff like that, have access to power. It was a great trip. Awesome. I forget what it cost me. 7,000, 100, $200, something like that. That was for all the food and everything. Hey, Tip, how you doing? Glad you could come by. But yeah, I had a good time. So that should be fun. I got 3 cameras out there, 4 tripods, 10 microphones. I got everything out there. So short of running out there and getting me driving in, but I am going to get it and film, setting up the whole thing from stopping where I'm at. And my wife can help me too if she wants to film. I'll put one stationary camera and have her kind of follow me around, putting the jacks down, leveling it up, putting the awning out, tying it down, doing all that. It's not that bad. But the awesome thing is that freaking solar. And it was the 2 guys came over. One guy fixed the battery. Remember I told you I got screwed on the one battery, 50,000 baht. Not only did I get screwed on it, but this guy's saying when he first got it, he really didn't look at it that closely. And the EMS was bad, the control deal. So he replaced that and then put it back in, and it only lasted like a few days and it went out again. Well, come to find out, they came over last night and he redid it, rebuilt it, did it all. And he said the reason that it did that is it wasn't set up right in the program, because it's not a 200 amp hour 48 volt battery. It's 180 amp hour. So the guy screwed me. Not only wouldn't fix the battery, but this guy took it, fixed everything, had it for a week, and now it's in. And just right now, I looked at it this morning when the sun came up. Before the sun came up, there wasn't enough coming in from the solar, and it was coming from the battery. And we shut off the whole thing only for 10 minutes last night. So when we do it again, I want to mark the breakers. I want to be able to have a device on there that will page me, or call my phone, text my phone, your power's out, because you don't really know. All it does is blink a little bit. And I noticed that last night. Otherwise, if you're not paying attention, you'll never even know that it is. It's so quick, and nothing shuts off. So so when we get down to it, what I want to do is, okay, this will be the first day that it's running. I'll look at it all day long. I'm going to save easily another 4,000 baht. So instead of it being 12,000 baht, it's going to be maybe 2,000 baht. And that's the way it should be with sunshine. So we'll see. But that's what I'll do. And then I'll have the electrician here, have him spend all day, whatever it takes. And I want to mark it so that the breakers on, what breakers just for the kitchen, what breakers for the pond and the whatever back here. I want the front pond, my pond, the back pond, the refrigerator and stuff in the kitchen, the TV, and the air conditioner in the living room. That's all I want on it, and see how long it lasts. But it might last like, I think if we would cut it down to only that, it probably maybe go 4 or 5 hours, but or maybe more. But that's what I want to know. So I'll do that, and I'll let you guys know how that turned out. But that's I thought maybe I'd have to add another battery to the trailer. I wanted to. No, I could run that air conditioner at 25, 26 Celsius with one little fan running and do all the other shit. And as long as the sun peaks out, like right now it's overcast, it'll keep them things charged. It was amazing. 3 days later, and I was at 32%, and the sun came out, so it started really, putting 800 watts and stuff into it out of the 1,000 watts. So it was cool. How's Mark here? I didn't see. Luca, how are you? Glad you could make it. Hey, Mark. Countdown. Unseen. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. If you guys are into storytelling and that kind of stuff, good YouTube channel, good guy. By all means, somebody put up his link if you would. Let's see. Anyway, so that's the gist of the trailer. So it's sitting out there all ready to go. He's going to come over at noon. He's got a gig working as I don't know. I guess it's that time of year where they drive around with the big speakers, annoying everybody. Well, he drives the truck for 3 hours for money, and he'll be here like 11. He gets off at 11. He'll be here by 12. He'll get something to eat and come over, and then I'll fix the double step. I'm going to have him put a pan and tilt camera to where I've got 2 cameras on this one corner, and neither one of them are pan and tilt. So I'm going to have them replace those 2 with one. I'm going to put one on the on my man cave here, shooting down the side of the house all the way out to the street, and then one on the pole, actually right on the street. And he's going to do that today also. So it should be cool. So my wife will go. We'll go to this place. It's about an hour and a half from here to Sisaket, where the reservoir is. I've got 2 fishing poles, so I might even try to fish. And anyway, I'll put out some videos on it. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Logan. If you guys aren't subscribed, there you go, right there. Yeah, Douglas knows. Yeah, good channel, good guy. Him, I like his storytelling, and I also like what's his name was really good, and I like what was his name? Somebody give the guy that went back to England. I really liked his storytelling too, and he does as good a job. Let's see. I imagine you're talking to Mike. Hope you're well too, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while, so that's the only reason I'm saying. Yeah, Simon, great storyteller, right? He's a good guy. I feel for him because I probably would have done the same thing. I'm a gambler, but if COVID wouldn't have hit, him and his wife would have been on top of the world. They probably would have paid off that place already, just from the people on YouTube that wanted to go and just see the place and hang for a few days and take off. But he had it booked it. He rolled the dice and got screwed. I don't know if he's coming back. Every once in a while he would go on with Rob 20 Seconds in Thailand, but well, we'll see. He just picked that. Yeah, exactly. But it was interesting listening to some of the stories. It does, well, now that you say that, thinking about somebody that really doesn't know much about Thailand, and if they just ran across his channel, they'd probably think, "Holy shit!" I don't want. Of course, that's good. I don't want people to come here anyway. I'm a selfish bastard. I want to go to the empty beaches and stuff here in Thailand, but not good for the Thai people. So, but yeah, now that you say that, uh, yeah, if somebody just stumbled across him, it could be negative. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Another channel. I know everybody's probably subscribed anyway to most everybody on here, but yeah, and for people that haven't seen the trailer, even though it's different now, I'll pop a quick. I think I have a picture of the trailer, so you at least get a just. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. No, maybe I don't. Thought I did. Oh yeah, I do. There it is. So that's the trailer, just like it comes from China. I ripped off the the suspension, raised it up, and put leaf spring and shocks on it, so it sits way up higher. It was dragging. There's a rack on the front that holds my generator and stuff, and there's a rack on the back that has a winch on it that takes my. I've got a CT 125, so that'll be going. So I think I've got everything dialed in on it. Just now getting done. The weight was way off when I put the 125 on the back. So I had them put the rack on the front with my 2200 watt silent generator, and there's two 5 gallons of water and 5 gallons of gas, and it puts about, I don't know. I've got to put the scale on it again, but it should be fine. This is going to be its maiden voyage in this configuration to Sisaket, to a reservoir there. So it should be fun. Should be a good time. I read Simon's Life was really entertaining. Yeah, the guy was a good, like I said, a great storyteller. But there's another one right here too that you should see if you're not already subscribed to his channel. So that's one reason I thought I'd do an hour today instead of Saturday, because I'll be on the road Saturday. We're gonna leave probably sunrise, somewhere around there, 6, 7, and take the hour and a half trip there, set up, and like I said, I'm gonna take the drone. It should be good. Maybe I'll be able to do a decent video. I'd like to do one good one anyway. Yeah, Dr. Doobie's Grow House on Wheels. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. There's no way in the world that I can see that they can stop it. The only thing that like I said from the very beginning, the only thing they can do at this point, so many people that have invested so much money in grow warehouses and outdoor grows with, hot tents, whatever the case, they put a lot of money into it. I think it's beyond that point. So what I said originally, I still stand by. You need a doctor's note. They're not, I don't think they're going to make it wide open. No, but the big deal, it's not going to affect anybody that wants to come here and smoke weed and go in there, and run amok, whether you're a monger or whatever your choice in life. But what I think it's going to be is you get off your plane if you're a pot smoker, and you get a ride down to Bangkok or to Pattaya or wherever you're going, and damn near there's going to be just as many doctors' offices as there are, what do you want to call them, dispensaries. And you're going to need to go in there, maybe spend $20, and the doctor's going to give you something that you can come back for a year and do it. Is that going to deter somebody that they got to spend $15, $20 and 5 minutes and then walk right next their store and buy an ounce of weed? I don't think so. Not to any of the potheads that I've grew up with. That's a drop in the bucket. So that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to make it so that you have to medicinal deals. So the medicinal part is get a little note from the doctor signed by them, and you're ready to go. That's just my 2 cents anyway. What's I Dream of Jeannie? What's Barbara Eden? Did she die or is she still alive? Who's the Grim Reaper? Yeah, I did. I did, Tommy. Although I don't really, like I said, I don't really have anything in there. Uh, the only thing that's in there is the hot water heater, and it only runs on demand. Everything else is electric. Outside there is, but nothing inside. And I mean, if the propane bottle leak besides blowing up, that would be a problem. But yeah, I did order them anyway, just to have. Is Aaron here? Yeah, Aaron's here. Cool. Uh, did she die or what? What did I miss? What did what did I miss, Ralph? Thanks, Douglas. But and if you guys haven't watched Uncle Craig's deal on Social Security, I have a tendency to believe him. He did a good video on how if you have a Thai wife, how there is possibilities of, because I actually thought it was longer. I thought it was 10 years, but um, that was my understanding, and I never really thought about it. Could go to Puerto Rico or whatever to another to a U.S. Place and it would be the same, which makes sense. But it's a good video, so if you guys haven't, you should watch it. Yeah, it was good, really good. Well, it's because out of the 20 people, only 9 people like me. How you doing, Scott? Glad you could make it. Um, uh, but yeah, and I still I still got to make it your way. I was talking about it with I don't know if I told you guys in either online or here that Pierre stopped by my house day before yesterday, I think it was, and he went to the races in Buriram. So he called me up and said, "I'm close. You gonna come by?" Sure. And he was here for like, I don't know, longer than he wanted to be. I think 6 hours. We just sat around and bullshitted. And but his house, I think he said he's only 2 hours or so from Ron, which would mean 2 hours from Jake and that kind of stuff. So, and from Mitch. And what I'm thinking is, if I take the trailer, he's got a place for me to put it there too. As maybe everybody, when Jake gets back or whatever, maybe we'll run there and then everybody can come there and we'll kind of hang out for a couple of days or something. Yeah, exactly. He said it was fun to be there and stuff, but there was no place to. All the tent spots, 500 spots or campgrounds around there were all full and sold out. All the hotels were. People were coming to Surin, an hour away to spend the night and then go back. But he said, and I get his gist that it was cool to be there, but it was better to watch on TV, and I think that about a lot of sports. Some are just better to watch on television. You know, let's see, 9 months. Yeah, because well, see, I'm lucky in the sense that I'd like to get my wife as much money as possible. So I'll look into. Uh, I got to watch your video again because I was watching 3 other things at the same time. But one of that one retirement that I was talking about, that union one, when I was talking earlier, they give me. I worked there for 6 years, and it was that one retirement uh, was 1,800 and something dollars for 6 years. Which I thought was awesome, and I could also take that one and give it to my wife, take a reduced rate, which I think is 1,400. I don't remember. It goes to the bank. I don't very rarely look at it. Uh, and then when I die, she'll get 2 or 3 times of what she makes with the government right now a month for the rest of her life. So I go to sleep at night knowing if I die that but a lot of foreigners think that, oh, I'm fine. My wife will get my Social Security. No, it's not that easy. Go watch go watch um, excuse me, Craig's video. It gives a little bit brighter light on it, but yeah. But a lot of people were that I've talked to over the years. Oh, you can't? Holy shit! Now what do I do? There's a lot of guys. A lot of people don't plan. Didn't have retirements. Just living on Social Security, and when they die, their Social Security stops. So they don't have anything for their Thai family, what I call my Thai family. So I'm luckier in that way, but I still want to leave as much possible to her. The woman saved my life as far as I'm concerned. So she deserves everything I could muster together and give her. So there that goes. So in case anybody didn't catch it, about 4 kilos I've lost, 119.8 this morning. And so I got 1 kilo to go. As soon as I break the 118 and 118.9 or whatever, or 118.9, then I'll go over. And I might go before, like I said before. I'm just been working on the trailer and everything, or I probably would have went. But myself, cool. 10 years since you've been camping. Yeah, this isn't really camping. I mean, if you see the inside, the trailer's as good as any hotel around or whatever, small, of course. But I got the 32-inch smart TV in there now. I've got the hotspot. I've got pretty much unlimited solar and power, so I can be in air conditioned. That's my only problem with here. That was my only problem. That's why I bought that trailer, even though it was from China. I liked it. I liked its layout. Thought it was perfect for just me and the wife, or the kids and us, because it had those bunk beds. So it was perfect, and I could add the solar to it. So it makes it nice, man. Like I said, smile on my face. Even last night when I flipped off the mains last night and everything in the house was lit up, the batteries were getting hit pretty hard. They probably would have lasted like that, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. But for most of our outages, that's fine. That's not going to be a problem. Now, what he did say, the guy that I told you I got effed on the one battery. First of all, the guy reneged on the warranty, and it's only 180 amp hours instead of 200. That's what this guy told me. So what he's going to build me, the way that the system is set up, I could only have, according to what the guy's telling me, okay, that I can only have one battery, the way that it's configured, this controller or whatever, I think. Anyway, what he's going to do is, I had my wife ask him last night, because he said I can build your battery way cheaper than you can buy one from anybody. And I said, okay, you come highly recommended. You fix my shit, So what I told him is, can you take, instead of me just losing out on these batteries or using them in U-Bahn, because I think we're going to put in a 5 kW system there, which I'll talk about another time. But can you make these? He said I can make you a 350 amp battery. And I said, can you buy a new case and batteries and take my 200 and make it a 350? And he said, yeah, I have to do the calculations because the batteries have to be, I know that there's a lot of shit involved with them being the exact same bolt. I know there's a bunch of crap in it. But he said he thinks he knows he can do it. He just got to figure out what he has to do it, the battery configuration and that. So if that's the case, I'm imagining then we'll do another test. But I want to be where I could go 12 hours would be nice. The longest outages that we've had here have pretty much been 8 hours or so. So if I could do that and then maybe run more, maybe run my bedroom air conditioner, so I don't have to be stuck in the living room with everybody, and something like that. So we'll see. Let's see, did I miss anything? Everybody just saying hi to each other. But yeah, and I talked to Les, retired and living the dream, and he was going to go and I like I told you, Les, he's a great guy, and he uh, he had a lot to do with caravans when he was in England, um, building them or doing something. So he gave me a bunch of insight, on tongue weights and be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, and so. But he said like when he had his, he'd like to even just go in the driveway and camp for the night, which I would do. I would camp across the street. But so, but he was talking about. I think he was going to go. They were going to go into him and his wife going to look at some RV stuff. So maybe he'll get into it. I like to get some people doing the camping thing. It's getting big, really big here in Thailand, and a lot of people are getting smart too. Oh, I got these, these 20 rye of rice fields right on the river. All I got to do is get a tractor in here and do out some stuff, and maybe run some lights and shit, and I've got a campground that people can swim and fish and do whatever. They can make a hell of a lot more money than growing rice. And the Thai people, like the place that I'm going, is doesn't matter on the vehicle. They don't charge me nothing for the vehicle. It's 100 baht a person a night. So was that $3? To stay. So whether you're Thai, Farang, whatever, they can afford to go and take their wife and a couple of kids and spend a couple of days. So it's affordable to them. So a lot of people are doing it, and there's a lot of beautiful campgrounds and stuff. You can get a lot more if you stay smaller, but I didn't have a choice on what I got. But I might build that motorcycle trailer. I'm still it's in my mind. I went over a bunch of weights and drawings and weights and solar, and there's a trailer in China, although it's too much money to get it here. I don't want to pay that much. That weighed, it'll fit the tent trailer. It'll take 300 kilos. It's on a leaf spring. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I got pictures and stuff of it now. So I'll take it to a local guy and say, they're selling it out of China for $200 US. How much can you build this for me? And it weighed 127 pounds, 58 kilos. So it's perfect. And I'm really looking forward to building the thing. Now I've got it in my point in case Craig's still watching. I'll be there. I'll do the solar part and the wiring and the clean stuff. But the building the racks and setting the solar panels and putting the tent on the top, and that kind of stuff I need help with doing. And I'll have the solar guy probably do it. But I'm really looking forward to doing it. Just got to get rid of the Himalaya and I'll do it. I don't think she'll probably give me a little bit of grief, but again, my comeback is going to be, worst case scenario is we put a trailer hitch on the Suzuki and the kids can use the trailer and go camping anytime they want. And as long as that kid word is in there, her eyes will light up, which it is true. Even if I use it, what am I going to use it? Once a month or whatever, at the most. And the kids can, come here, take it, go by themselves with their friends or whatever. That it would be fun. The Himalaya, I've got the plates and stuff right here. I never put the plates on it. For some reason, the battery went dead, and my the scooter guy that I know, he looked at it for me when we went to Koh Chang, the one that took care of my house, and he said there's a little some kind of a deal in there that's not letting it charge the battery. Otherwise, everything is fine. Everything. I got 2 bags on the back. I put the cage and stuff on the front, and a mounting bar and the gas tank and all that shit on the side. So it's a good, and I think they sell for 60 to 90,000. I'm going to sell it to somebody I know probably for 55,000 or 50,000. And it's ready to go. Well, you got to fix that little deal, and I'll probably have that fixed before I put it. I imagine it'll go pretty quick for 50,000. But it's a good bike. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, except for the charging. But that's the deal on it. And I just not going to use it. I'm going to sell the Grom too, that 125. I never even rode that. I never even got on it. And started up. Battery's still good. Still run. Starts and runs. It's a clean. That's this one. That's this one. This is the bike. That's it right there. And I've got the big giant knobbies for the front and the back. I've got the whole complete exhaust system. I've got the new gearing that's going on, and chain to go on it that I never got around to putting on. So I think I'll sell those two, and that'll give me enough money to the trailer. Like I said, is going to be somewhere between 80 and 100,000. I got to find out about the registration on it, and I should be able to call the guy that I bought my trailer from is a great guy, Thai man, Chinese. His wife's Chinese, and he imports that stuff, and he takes them down and gets them all registered. So all I got to do is call him and talk to him, or have my wife talk to him, and he should be able to give me the gist of getting a trailer registered, or maybe somebody knows on here or something. But yeah, I like the Himalaya. The Himalaya is kind of a cool bike. Can you deliver to me? All I got to do is just put it on in the post office or something. They'll take it. Yeah, I could get delivered anywhere. But if Craig, does Craig want it? Let me know. Okay, yeah. Either way, I don't care. Like I said, if somebody's going to get a deal, so if like I said, I think the cheapest one that I saw the other day when I looked. In fact, I'll look again real quick, just so I don't feel like there. I'll show you guys. I might as well pull it up and then show everybody. Okay, what am I doing? First, I've got to go here, and I've got to go. Himalaya, and then let me go here. We go here, share screen. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Not really, but okay. So there they are. There's 165,000. That's about what mine looks like exactly right there, except mine's got back bags. It's got a gas can on the front. It's got the stuff around the light. It's got a little deal. It's but pretty much the same thing. I think it's a 20. I think it's a 2020 too. That's obviously not a correct deal there. 65 for an 18. Let's see. 99 for this one. 79 for this one. That's a Benelli. That's an Enfield. That's another Benelli. There's a Himalaya 89. Here's one 105, but those are 23s. Those are newer. So yeah, I think 50,000 is a fair price, and I got all the paperwork and new plates and everything for it. So if anybody is interested, by all means, I will. We'll figure out something. But I'll let you know if Craig doesn't get a hold of me. It's yours if you want it. I don't have a problem. It's sitting here under. You got a cover over it, so it's not going anywhere. And I'll probably leave it, just sell it just like it is. So whoever gets it will have to figure out the charging system, or I can have somebody do it. It's not a big deal. But I'd say probably at least 10,000 baht cheaper than you can get anything. So anyway, so I'm gonna put the 125 on the back. The dogs bit the frickin' the 125s have ABS on the front discs, and they bought there's only 2 wires going down there. So I could, if I could solder and stuff, I could probably get it to work. But I think I'm just going to take it over to Honda and have them fix it or repair it or do something. Or maybe a scooter shop can do it. I don't know. But the dogs ripped it trying to get something. I don't know. And it needs to be registered. All the bikes need to be registered too. So that's a killer because I think I have 7 or 8 of them now. So we'll see. Yeah, just let me know if you want it. I'm sure Craig's still here. Craig, you want it? If not, or Douglas, he came up first. Whoever, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Anybody on here, I'd rather give it to anyway. So, like I said, good bike, nothing wrong with it. Perfect for little jaunts in the in the back. It's a good. They're underpowered to a certain extent, but the older I get, I mean, it was fine. There's nothing. There was plenty there. It wasn't like it. It had a whole crap load of horsepower. Had plenty to get you where you wanted to go, and not quite enough to where you could, if somebody was so on riding, where you're probably not going to hurt yourself. Craig will hurt himself on a real bike. Put it in my truck. If you want it, it's yours, brother. Yeah, they're pretty. It's a decent bike. Like I said, the only thing is that charging system. And if I had you talk to my uh, relative, the one that has a scooter shop in Ubon, he said it was a little part that needed to be replaced under the seat. It's got a newer battery in it. I put a new battery in it, but you can, I hitch the battery up, that my little battery deal up to it, and it'll start right up. They're not the easiest starting either, but that had a lot to do with running the thing. So I think once you got it running and actually rode it periodically, then some of them, they're just cold blooded. They've got a little choke deal, and if you know how to start it, it's not too bad. Yeah, they are. They are. And for the price, I mean, really, what are you going to get that's in the 400cc range? What I call an enduro, for I don't even know what 50,000. I don't even know what that is. What is it in today's awesome market? Where are you? So let's say 50 times 33, and it's about 50. How about divided by 33? Yeah, $1,500. So I don't know, but yeah, you're a lot quicker than me, brother. Yeah, it has knobbies. Actually, let me see. I might have a picture of that. Let me look and see when I got that. I got the 750. I'm going to keep the 750 because I'm a worst case scenarios. I'll have the guy around the corner when he gets to when I get it over there doing the carburetors. I might make him just make a bobber out of it. It might be fun. No, I won't. But if you want to, Craig, I can go out there, take the cover off of it, and take a bunch of pictures of it if you want, and send them to you. You let me know. What did I do? I missed Nikki, but just won't. Yeah, fireworks. Happy Wednesday. Back to bed. All right. You have a good one, Nick. Brother Ron is here. Hey, Ron. Fireworks. Yeah. But if you want to, I'll take some. And I'll send them to you anyway. I'll take some. I'm gonna need to take pictures of it if no one wants it. And I have to put it on Marketplace anyway. Let's see. So bring everybody up because it's coming up to the 1 hour mark. Trailer Saturday morning. Going to be pretty much with the new suspension and everything. 125 on the back, generator on the front, tongue weight, feel, and everything. An hour and a half ride to Sisaket Saturday morning. My wife's going to drive the car and take the dogs and follow me up there. She's going to stay till Sunday mid-afternoon or night. I'll stay till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. as long as I feel like I'm relaxing, and I don't get homesick. uh, I'll probably stay till Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll stay a few days. Why not? Unless it overcast and I'm not getting any sun and I'm having to run the generator a lot. I don't really want to do that. But the that's the gist. That's what's coming up. I've got four uh, tripods are out there. I got four cameras, and so I'll try to get some actual. I'll actually try to do a video that's acceptable. Hey, brother, how you doing? What did I miss? Hey, what's happening? I should check. Let me check. What's the Dodger games? New York's up 5-4. I've got Dave's channel. Um, I didn't see if Craig. Logan's got the right idea. Yeah, they're good bikes. Doesn't matter. Like I said, mainly on this one, it hasn't been ridden in pretty much a year. So I would, the tires are good. Everything's good. I'll start it up too. I've got to start it up too. So I'll take some pictures of it. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Lurking? Still under the weather. Bummer, man. Hope you feel better. You're not allowed to fish? Why aren't you allowed to fish? I haven't fished since, well, we went fish for that sailfish, but in the fresh water, because I'm really leery when I'm out, especially if I'm just taking it out and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Can I fish here? Can't I? Is it government owned land? Is it owned by the monks? Because I know there's places you can't fish. Pretty much every other place you can fish. Now there, I know you can fish. Now, if there's anything there, I don't know. I'll probably get some shrimp, I think, and freeze them and throw it out there. Maybe catch some tilapia or something. I don't know. But I might drown a worm. Bring my chair down there and ramble. That's what I do best. Because what hurts them worse is when you slice them open and kill them. I know my wife; she don't like to kill anything either. Because what my plan in Ubon, which I thought was going to be kind of cool, was have a bunch of fish, they're live, for the housewarming thing, and people come up and pick their fish and set them, gut them, and throw them on the Barbie. And oh no, you can't kill something on the. I don't know, Buddhist stuff. I'm not. I wish I was more in tune to it, and I want to be. My wife is, so I'd like to know about her religion. But yeah, I had a buddy that got actually popped for growing weed, but the major problem that they found was when they raided his place, they found half sticks of dynamite, and that's how he used to fish up in the lakes when he used to go up into the high lakes in the Sierras, and they didn't particularly appreciate the dynamite. The funny thing about it, and that I don't think he ever said anything. He wasn't that kind of guy, but he got the dynamite from a cop, so it made it kind of interesting. I always thought that was funny, and sold all of the law enforcement officers their steroids. All them sheriffs, boy, they like to pump it up. But anyway, let's see. What did I miss? Hey, Maui, how you doing? I was just talking earlier. I think I'm gonna try to get rid of the Himalaya. I think there's interest from Uncle Craig and from who else was it that was interested? I know who it was. Two people are interested in it. So if I sell the Himalaya, I will start on the trailer. Of course, I got to let my wife know, but Oh, what is Brown saying? I fished most of my life and never heard of fish because I was born with a small hook. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think about, I don't know, man. The older I get, the more and more I think about animals and shit. What's that all about? You know, all of a sudden I got more of a soft heart for animals and shit than I do people. I just as soon shoot somebody, but to shoot an animal, I kind of lean against that. Uh, there's one, but I'll let you know if did were you just screwing around, Craig, or did you really interested in the Himalaya? Let me know, because either that or I'll just let this gentleman have it if he wants it. Gator True, surely don't have else from. Noon had me bury so many mice. What? It's okay to kill the mice, or what? What did I miss? Well, see, out here, like a couple of times during when we were building this house. Now, I never saw them. They had already killed them and eaten them as the rats. They caught two or three of them on the property here when they were building the house, and they beat it. I've tasted it. It tastes good. Uh, I don't see anything wrong with it, and they're like rice fed. I mean, that's like grass fed beef, isn't it? Uh, but killing stuff they don't like. They don't like that. Okay, cool. All right, I'll take the pictures and stuff. I'll send it to you. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Immigration getting paperwork to renew my license. Is this your first 5 year renewal, or have you already gotten that? Mine was 2 years. I just got my 5 year. It was a piece of cake. Kids took me, walked me in and out of there a couple of times, went and got whatever they wanted. And I'll tell you what, man, the thing that I had the problem was with this deal like this. I didn't even realize what it was. They had a machine. First time I did it was just that light on and off or whatever break, and this thing was a depth perception deal, and pretty much at the end of it, the lady just wanted me to get through it. The kids were here, and they just hit me on the phone on the thing, and I pushed the button. Oh yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. And didn't make me watch anything, and then gave me my 5 year deal. No. The cat. Oh, okay. Kills anything that moves. That's right. I forget you got all the cats. We had two kittens born and more now. So we got two from the last one that this one had. We got two adult ones. Well, four adult ones, and now we got two new kittens. So I told her, I said, enough, man. Have the things fixed or whatever it is. I got too many freaking animals. Get way too many. Let's see. Let me stop that. But anyway, it's an hour and 4 minutes. There's 20 of you guys here. Maybe I'll sit and rap. Maybe I'll make another cup of coffee. Yeah, I think I will. I got my nice sharp knife here. Let me just instant coffee. It's already hot. I'm only supposed to have one a day, but I am pretty serious about the diving or the dieting deal. Though I got to do it because when it came to when your testosterone is fine, you're just a fat bastard. I really don't have any options, right? I mean, I either I don't have any options. I got to do it. So I'll drink this and we'll wrap. And is Logan? Yeah, you are still here. Did you hear anything else on that? Did you answer me when I said about that your driving thing? If I get one for my computer and I'm online, can we race one another or no? Or you haven't heard? All right, Jake. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I've seen your cats too, and mine are too. I mean, they birds and snakes and and everything else they can get a hold of. I guess that's cool to have that. But those big rats for food, they're pretty good. Um, so I'll also, like I said, I've got the drone, so I'll put the drone up, and what else? Yeah, I should be able to. Maybe I'll get some fishing stuff. I'll do a bunch of. I'll just run a bunch of. Always damn near have the camera on, and then just I'm going to bring my laptop with me because I'll probably do a live stream from out there, and I'll do some editing, maybe even put some stuff up. I don't know how the upload. Has anybody uploaded with slow stuff? Like I tested. It was basically the new card that she got me for the hotspot is 10 up and 10 down. Does it take forever on 10? Because mine's like 1,000 or something. But I'm just going to shoot it in 1080. Not that I'm not going to shoot it in 4K. Yeah, I like those too, and I like that new one. What's the new one, Maui? What's the bigger one? 650, I think. That Meteor, but it pricey as hell though. Well, again, it's all relative. What's pricey? What's not pricey? What's Rob saying? Get a Bengal cat. Damn close to the real thing. I have a cat. She kills everything, including bugs. Letting her in. She doesn't like the mouse anymore. Yeah, we've got Money Cat, which is the Persian. She's not allowed outside. She'll die, and that's my wife's favorite. She sleeps in the bed every night. And then we've got the very first one, which I call Bar Girl. She got pregnant twice. Then we had her fixed. That was the one that fell out of the wheel. Actually, the first cat that we got. My wife was riding in her scooter on the way to work, and a cat fell out of the wheel well in the car in front of her, and kitten. She picked it up and brought it home. Said, "Can I keep it?" Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Never been a cat person, but she liked to go outside and run amok with the boys. That's why I called her, named her Bar Girl, and she um, a good cat. Now she don't even want to really care about going outside. Ever since she's been fixed, she just hangs out and eats. Yeah, if you have that one, I like that bike, but it's like almost twice the money, isn't it? I think. Hey, Patty, how you doing? They're coming out with a 650 Scrambler. I think they make good bikes. I don't know. It seems like this one here, from what the little bit I know about them, Royal Enfield, is it seems like they're almost indestructible. Like an old Chevy or Ford straight six, or the Jeep straight six, which would be a Chevy straight six. Um, you know, I what I that's the first thing I thought of with it is you pretty much got to want to kill this thing if you want to screw it up. 60,000. What's a Maine Coon? Is that a big one or something? Must be a big cat. No new kids. You need a dog. I'm probably going to have 20 labs here within the next year. So she's still got to come around, I know. Yeah, I never even really thought about it. I thought they were like useless little critters. What does a cat do? All I see is the cat lays there. But now Money Cat's got a personality, and it's the funniest thing in the world because she still thinks those two long-haired chihuahuas are her kittens. They're up on the bed, and she'll push them down and start licking them and cleaning them, and they'll just freeze and let mom clean them. She's never had any kittens. Amazing. Animals really amaze me, man. And I think that's why I have not so much that I got older. When you see stuff on Facebook and stuff where I don't know if you guys seen the one with the squirrels. The squirrel is getting killed by a snake, and the mate, no, I don't know whether it was male or female, obviously a mated pair or something, or a good brother, come up and start biting the snake, and finally got the squirrel and was still alive and drug it up the tree, and I just, and dogs, that'll lay there forever waiting for their, on their master's graves, and the way that it gets. And what kills me, man, anybody abuses any animals in front of me, they're gonna get a world of hurt, man. And these guys, these people that eat dogs, and I don't know. I guess I'm just becoming an old softy. I don't know what the shit, but because I seen one, I can't watch them anymore. When they come up and they blank them, and I click on stuff, and these Chinese and stuff saying, "Oh well, we shock them," and then kill them because it makes the meat better, tender. Come here, pull your pants down. I'm going to shock you a little bit, and I don't know. It's a domestic animal, man. I'm just weird, and probably 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I wouldn't have gave a shit about nothing. But all right, have a good one. I'll take those pictures and send them to you. Dave, of course, is not cross-platform. Neither is iRacing. I will eventually switch to PC for gaming. Oh, okay. Really? iRacing isn't either. Well, that's true too, because I've got two of them. I've got the G29 and the G27 or whatever. I've got two sets of them down here. So anybody that wants to get into a good entry level deal that'll clamp on your desk and has got foot pedals that'll grab into carpet or up against the wall, you can do it. I did it right out of the bat, and the shifter and everything. I've got two sets of them, and they're just sitting there. One as a backup, but this thing is the Mimosa thing. I really like, and the stuff that Logan bought is top of the Pantex top of the line stuff. My cat's lazy. She thinks she's helping me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess so, Ron. I guess I've crossed over. I just, I don't know, man. I just got more feelings for people, and their feelings, which before it was like, really, I don't give a shit what you think, what you say, or anything. But yeah, just changing, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's better for the life that I want to live now, and the people that I surround myself with now are good people and deserve. I was talking to Pierre about that too. I said, you don't ever want to see me drunk. No one does. I said I haven't been intoxicated in 20 years plus, maybe, but just not good thing, man. Not good for anybody. Stop to talk to you. Yeah, yeah. It just wasn't in my vocabulary when I was younger. I could tell you stories that would just be embarrassing to me, the way that I treated some people when I was younger. I know it embarrasses me just thinking about it. So I couldn't even imagine. Maybe I'll make some secret tapes and then tell my wife, "Well, the day I croak, get on YouTube, tell everybody that Dave's dead, and then all these ones that I've got private, make them public, and everybody could have a field day with some of the stuff make you sick." Yeah, like I saw him on most of the stuff I watch is just on YouTube, you know, and the stuff I seen with him, and saying, my uncle and my father, um, that was the Democrats in the day. That was what to be. And he said now it's like he goes, I didn't leave the Democrats. They left me. They changed. They did their thing. And like I said, I don't know what it is to be a Democrat or a Republican. All I know from what I see as a normal outsider looking in, and I said it before, the worst thing I see, and it works both ways that I've seen it, is one could get something and go, oh, look at this bill, look, this is freaking awesome, man, this is going to be so great for the people of the United States. This the Democrats put that out. No, vote no, and vice versa. No one wants to help anybody to completely help the people. You know, they should have been given more money to Social Security when they said, I think it was Biden that said they were going to, part of his campaign was $200 above, never to be taken away. Added to it. To me, $200 isn't going to make or break shit. To a lot of people that are getting $800, $1,000 Social Security, getting a quarter of what they're getting makes a big damn deal, and never transpired. They should be doing for the elderly, and I can go into my rants on the service and the vets, but I won't. You guys know how I stand on that. That's the people we should be doing stuff. Evict everybody out of the country. That's the one reason that I think that I would want Trump if I was voting, but maybe I should. Is deport them all. Then let them back in on put something together that anybody coming into the United States from now on doesn't have to wait 30 years to get in. They can get in a timely deal and let them come back in, but get rid of them all. All that's money that we're spending on how many? 10 million people that are in the United States illegally. Okay, well, I'm going to say $1 trillion. I don't have a freaking clue, but I know that it would be enough to make everybody in Social Security smiles on their face, and everybody that is retired from the military put smiles on their faces, just with that amount of money we spend. I know it's got to be an ungodly amount, but that's just my 2 cents on that. Yeah, that's the way I'd look at it. The common sense that ought to be another party. You got Republicans, Independents, you got Democrats, and you've got the common sense freaking people. I don't know, 20 to 25 million. Yeah, and they collecting, money from everything, from every Medicare, Medi-Cal, getting housing, getting educations, and and people that say, I'm sorry, and I'll probably lose a bunch of subscribers, but they're illegal aliens. They are in the United States illegally. Now, why would you call them anything else? Why? I'm not against anybody coming in. That's the United States. That's all there is, right? There's people that come into this country, but do it the right way and don't burden the system. Oh, well, we can't help this poor serviceman that doesn't have enough money to live in a freaking apartment, but we can give this guy a free education and a free place to live, and it just don't make sense to me. Maybe the common sense, that Republican common sense and Democrats, but just common sense, man. I don't know. Any too common anymore. I know, it ain't the truth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think it's right, man. Trump was pretty, they. I don't care what kind of deals and what you got. Do I think that a businessman or a politician, they're both crooked as the day is long, and they're both going to do nasty bastard things? Am I going to hold it against do I care whether my person that's running my government is doing a bang up job, but he banged some broad and that's his problem. That's his life. I want to know what he does when he's awake and he's running the country, or she. I don't give a shit, that, 35 years ago, he, or she did this. I don't care. I don't care. Make gasoline affordable and, make the country affordable. And that's what I think he'll try to do. And if he's got control, either side has control of the presidency and the House and everything, they can maybe get something done. Is it going to be to everybody's liking? Probably not, you know. But I got one friend that hates Trump with a passion and says, and I said, well, the other side's going to take your guns away. Oh, bullshit. They're not going to take, as far as I remember reading the Constitution, it doesn't say you have the right to bear arms with the arms that we tell you that you can bear. Here's a 22 two-shot Derringer, and that's the gun, the only one you can have. But we're not going to take away all your guns. Bullshit. I don't know. And he's, we've been friends forever. And when we were younger, pictures with guns strapped to our sides, out shooting, having a good old time. But boy, that's the Union guy I was telling you. And they're brainwashed. Doesn't matter. We'll see. Yeah, don't give a shit. I don't want war. Do I think that he can stop it? Yeah. Do I give a shit which way he stops it? Probably not. As long as it's done. But I could not picture her. This is just personal again. Like I said, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not nothing. But looking at it, I just can't see her. She can't even answer a question. Is the sun out? I really don't know. It could be, maybe not. But I have a nice lawn, and I watched this broad for 2 months now, and I haven't seen her answer a question yet. How is she going to sit with North Korean or the Korean dude or Putin or any of them? No way. No way. I can't see it. Yeah, like I said, I was with that union and like it being working on the union side and as a worker, it was awesome. Like I said, worked there 6 years, $1,800 a month retirement, $25 an hour plus 401ks and all sorts of shit, So I got no complaints about them, but they did, when it was time, oh, these are the people that we're voting for, and when they send you shit, oh, it would be great if you could join. This is the way it should be, and you shouldn't vote any other way. But, we're not telling you what to do, but this is the way, everybody's voting. Well, my buddy now, he even called. I said, what about the Teamsters? What about all these other unions that are, not supporting her? And this is what he said, man. If you're a union, he said they're just as bad as scabs. And I said, God, you got to be kidding me, man. How you could, that's somebody that is brainwashed as far as I'm concerned. And I talked to him before when he got in a fight with my mom on Facebook. Hey, what are you doing? Because my mom, Trump was her dude. But I told him before, I said, you could have run a horse, a monkey, or anything against him instead of Hillary, and they probably would have won. And I said, your Democrat people made a same mistake again. They made the same mistake again, and it's probably going to happen again. Just unbelievable. And so you stand behind somebody that you don't believe in because you're a Democrat or you're a Republican? Is that the norm? I don't really know. Because you wanted to work for what? The company's shipping. What happened? Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys see me? Can you hear me out there? Dave's gone. Am I back now? Okay. I don't know what happened. It just said something went wrong. And all I did was click on re-entry and it brought me there. Clicked on it again, brought me here. Clicked on come out of there and went right back. Oh, well. I turned him on. I don't know. Like I said, politics is a weird thing. It's hard to talk about. A lot of people get real pissy about it. I don't know. Like I said, I'll listen to anybody. It don't matter to me whether they're what they are, you know. Let's see. I talked to a client last week, completely brainwashed with the media information. She was fed about Trump. Showed her some of the things. Yeah, you know, that's what my buddy says. You should watch somebody besides Fox. Okay, I did. I watched MSNBC and never seen such a line of bullshit in my life. And like I said, I'm thinking to myself, I don't need any of them to tell me. Show me, just let me watch her, which I did, and I'll tell you yes or no. No, no. And I think you'd have to be a complete. I just don't see it. Well, we're voting for her because we don't like Trump. Well, okay. So you don't know where she stands on anything. You don't know what's going to happen. Hey, Bert, you want to go out? I think he wants to go out. Let me let him out. You want to go outside? Or you want to stay in here? Is that a yes or a no? What? What do you want to do? You want to go outside? Okay. I'll let you out. Good boy. He's such a good boy. I gotta take him camping. Thailand. Yeah, you know what really, and I even said this to him too, on the thing. I said if they would have done to her in that debate deal, fact checking only her and not him, and conducted that, you'd be going ape shit. Oh no, it was it wasn't really good. How can you? That's common sense. Just freaking. I think Trump is right on that, and I would think if they did it the other way, I would have thought she's right by telling them they need to be shut down. They aren't journalists. They're according to the CBS and all the stuff and the stuff that I've seen when they run these polls and stuff, or when they watch the shows, 95% negative everything they say about Trump. Now maybe the same thing on Fox, 95%. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. You only need to fact check lies. Yeah, exactly. He's back already. What, did you just wanted to take a leak? I guess so. I'll let him in. He's a pretty good boy. Come on. Squeeze in. Oh, you went and got cookie and brownie. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just cannot see. I'm sure that there's people out there that are saying I can't see a country. I wouldn't want to live if Trump becomes, and I wouldn't want to live here if she becomes. And the reason I call her she is because I don't know. Is it Kamala? I don't have a clue. But I don't know. I see black people out there that are going, she ain't black. and everything that they showed before was when it was hip to be, oh, I'm Indian. When it's okay, when I need to be black, I'll be black. Hey, Verna, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go and part around with the trailer. So in case somebody just came in, the gist is Saturday morning we're leaving for Sisaket. My wife's gonna follow me in the car with the dogs, and she'll spend until Sunday there, and then she'll go back home with the dogs, and then I'll stay probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'm going to try to get as much video as possible. I'll try to do a live stream from actually outside there, maybe, or inside. and it should be fun. I've got 2 or 3, 4 cameras, I think, and a bunch of cards. So we'll do a bunch of filming, and maybe I could put together a good video. I'm gonna bring my laptop, so I'll be able to edit some stuff if I want to, and it should be fun. But I want to thank everybody for coming. And let's see. Let me find my outro, who was kind enough to do it, Richard of Richard Travels, in case he's watching. I hope everything's well for you, Richard. He did my intro and my outro. And thanks, everybody, for coming by. And probably, maybe, I might not do it on I'm not going to be able to do it on Saturday. Obviously, I'll be on the road. But Sunday, I'll be with the wife. That she's only going to be there for basically that afternoon. So unless I pop something on late afternoon, I'll probably do it like Monday morning. Another one, then I'll get back on the Saturday deals. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you live. And I'll catch you on the next one.